Hey church, it's Pastors Jen and Jacob with today's digital devotion. We are actually on vacation right now. We're up north in Northern California for a little getaway. We're in the Anderson Valley right now, headed down to Napa. We wanted to touch base with you just about the continued horrors of our country. I think the constant stream of mass shootings and continued police brutality are tragic. They're terrible. And yesterday was the verdict in the Derek Chauvin case, and I think that all of us kind of breathed a collective sigh of relief that a murder caught on video would result in repercussions, accountability. And that's a word I think that we are trying to grab onto, that our faith speaks of being accountable to our actions. It's not even quite to the level of justice. Justice looks like George Floyd still being alive. This is accountability for our actions. And you put something I think was really powerful on social media, that it's kind of sad that we had to even be waiting on bated breath for something so obvious.
Yeah, I think we all felt that this verdict could go either way, which was pretty frightening for a case in which we have video evidence of someone taking another person's life unnecessarily. And yet that speaks volumes about the condition of our country, the state that we are in, and the fact that white supremacy and deep-rooted systemic racism is still rampant, that we were waiting on a guilty verdict. However, I do think we can all, like you said, take a collective sigh of relief in this moment and say, we have turned a corner. We're not as far down the road as we wish we were as a society, but we have come some way. We have come to some turning point to say that the verdict was guilty on all three counts, and this kind of behavior won't go unchecked. And so today we rest in that knowledge that we as a people have acknowledged and highlighted the poison that is happening in our country, and tomorrow we continue the work. We say this, it hasn't stopped, and certainly since George Floyd's murder there have been others, which is tragic and upsetting, but this marks something in our society that we can't go back from. We're only going forward from here.
We've been talking a lot during the pandemic about that threshold moment. This feels like a threshold moment of we can't go back from this. And I just think of, for me, like the cases of Philando Castile and Tamir Rice are other cases where so many of these cases are so obvious, and yet no one was held accountable in those deaths. When you think about that, this is why people are afraid. This is why people are waiting with bated breath to find out this verdict, because we want to know that people of color can't just be killed for no reason. And so I'm kind of mourning again, just because those are so recent. So that's just a reminder to all of us that the work is not done. And I think that as Claremont United Church of Christ, we pledge to continue the work with you. This is why we get together in spiritual community for so many reasons, but one of those reasons is to do the work together.
Absolutely. So we are with you, even though we are a few miles up the road today, and we look forward to seeing you on Sunday to gather again in worship.
Our first sanctuary worship.
Our first sanctuary worship.
Is Sunday.
It's exciting.
So we'll see you on Sunday in the sanctuary or online from the sanctuary.
Yeah.
So talk to you later. Bye-bye.